Darius Miller. Cousins follows it up. Boogie's out. Boogie's got it out. AD setting the pick for him. Don't need a three. How about a lob? Yes! Over the shoulder. AD gives it up to Boogie. Gave up the dribble early. Over the top. Yes! From DeMarcus for three. And a break. Fastball delivered well.
What is on? Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the Courtside Seat Show. You already know it's your boy Sean the Slim God. Let's go ahead and get started with this week. Of course, some injuries real quick. It was some really horrendous injuries that happened this week. Let's go ahead and knock these out, man. Michael Conley is going to have to get some heel surgery. That's going to end his season off. So he's pretty much done for. And Andre Roberson had a bad fall. And you thought it was something going on with his back. But come to find out, he actually suffered a ruptured patella tendon. And he's going to require season-ending surgery on that also. So, you know, our prayers go out to both of them, man. Hope they get well soon. And last but not least, DeMarcus Cousins. He tore his Achilles while he was playing against the Houston Rockets. They still won the game, thankfully. But, you know, it was ugly. It was really ugly. You know, once he snapped it, you know, and they showed it in slow motion, you know, it immediately reminded me of the Kobe injury. Also reminded me of how hard Kobe goes, because Kobe walked off that motherfucking court, man. You know what I'm saying? With his Achilles injury, but that's neither here nor there. That injury is going to cost them the playoffs. That injury is going to cost them the second round. Hopefully they still make the playoffs, but either or, you know, this is going to turn their whole organization around. You know, what are they really going to do in the offseason now? Are they going to keep him? Do he want to stay? You know, DeMarcus Cousins said out of his mouth, look, this is a business. I learned the hard way, you know, and I'm not going to fall on my face again with that. So what is the Pelicans willing to do to not only keep him, but make sure Anthony Davis is happy? And the Allstar Reserves were picked. And, you know, a couple of people were kind of salty initially. And with the DeMarcus Cousins injury, he gets replaced by Paul George, you know, which a lot of people were still having a little problems with. I just think it's kind of funny that these players really feel some type of way about not making it to the All-Star game. You know, we already know it's a popularity contest, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, if you ain't making songs or if you ain't doing anything outside of really basketball, then, you know, you might not make it. Look at Damian Lillard, you know. Damian Lillard was snubbed 2 years straight, you know, and now they kind of, I'm sure they felt like they had to give it to him. And in return, they didn't put Paul George in there, which made Russell Westbrook upset. So, you know, at the end of the day, somebody's going to be upset. Everybody isn't going to make it, you know, and people are just going to have to deal with it. But the All-Star Reserves definitely look good. I definitely like how everyone is. I definitely like the picks that LeBron picked. I definitely like the picks that Curry picked. You know, for me personally, you know, I'm definitely going to have to go with Team Dark Skin. You know, that's just what I'm going to do. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? You see it, you know. So I ain't got no hate on Steph Curry. It's just, you know, I got to go Team Dark Skin. So Team LeBron is going to be mine to the end. We'll see how that goes. And the All-Star game is going to be really exciting this year. And then a little bit of bad news. I kind of want to get into Jason Kidd on how Jason Kidd kind of got fired. I kind of put Jason Kidd and Tyronn Lue in the same boat of not really having a system to work in, just kind of using their players and kind of making their players mesh with each other, you know. So I just don't think he had the right system to get them past the first round. You know, the only abilities they had was the abilities of mere talent, not skill and not coaching abilities. So, you know, I think it's inevitable for Tyronn Lue too. You know, it's inevitable because of the system that he does not choose to use for these great players that he has. He has so many tools, but don't know how to use any of them. So, you know, I think that's why Jason Kidd got fired. No one wants to talk about it. That's kind of like the elephant in the room. And then last but not least, I want to talk about the triple-double. So as you know, triple-doubles these days has been coming like cotton candy at a fair, man. And it's intriguing how it's so much easier to get a triple-double now than it is back in the day. So, you know, I'm starting to call the triple-double the new double-double. So after talking to a good friend of mine and getting some insight on it, we realized that these three-pointers is really giving everybody an opportunity to get rebounds really easy. You know, the easier it is to break a shot off from a three-pointer, the easier it is for the shooting guard to get the rebound. You know, so when you see Draymond Green getting an easy 10 with a 15 and a 12, or you see Drummond getting 20 easy, easy 20. That's because a lot of these teams are frivolously shooting threes just to stay in the game or just to try to transition their old game to the new game that is in, to the new era that's in right now, this 3-point era. So rebounds are coming a lot more easier than I would say they were in 2001, or even 2010, and then as far as assists, well, shots are getting better. People have to shoot now. Shooters have to shoot. And while shooters have to shoot, somebody has to pass them that ball, and that catch and shoot is for real. That's the real deal. So as the game evolves, the stats are evolving. That's why you're seeing more historical stats. That's why you're seeing players get these points faster. And it's funny because, stats these days, for me personally, isn't really giving me the whole picture. You can get a lot of triple doubles and still be just a good player. I'm not really talking about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a great player. But as the teams with these triple double players, you have to understand they have great pieces around them. They have super pieces around them. And if these pieces aren't with them, then they're not going to get these triple doubles. And then again, these teams have great shooters. The triple double just isn't as great as it was back in the day. It was hard to get triple doubles back in the day because everything was based out of the paint. So it was going inside out. Now, since everything is going outside in, all you really got to do is have 3 good players and pass it to them 3 good times through the game, and then give 1 to the big, and that's your 10 assists right there. So with these triple doubles, I just don't see them as they used to be. You can actually have 4 triple doubles in none of those games you can win. Lonzo Ball's first triple double game, he lost that game. You know what I'm saying? So stats really don't mean as much as they used to. Numbers are very important for all around. As for a 5-game span, numbers are very important. But for one game, you just add that up and put that in as part of the puzzle. I want to start seeing people do quadruple doubles. Quadruple doubles is the new triple doubles, and triple doubles is the new double doubles. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Courtside Seat Show, and make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube page. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.